Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm a relationship hack.
Run up and get touched up, suicide. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail. Run up and get touched up, suicide, that's it. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail.
So What morning show back in the building. Okay, stop it. Let's stop it and then start it over at the top. Shit's gotta be right when I start promoting this stuff. I wanted to start at the very beginning of that track. Let's just take this in. I've been telling people about this guy for a long time. Joseph Lineberg. Okay? Joseph Lineberg. Joseph Lineberg. This guy is an incredible producer. He did these records for Kendrick Lamar, right? You ain't got a lot to kick it? And how much a dollar cost? He's dropping his own album called Astral Progressions. This is some of the music from it. Shit's amazing. Go to track 7 real quick. What track was that? Was that number 2, The Awakening? I'm telling you, this. Play track 7 with Corrupt real quick. Corrupt. The Corrupt from DPG. Take it to the top. Because I love when the records start at the top, so we can just take it all in. Just take it, just take a quick breath of this. Breathe it in. You can pre-order this on iTunes right now. Joseph Lineberg, Astral Progressions.
Lifetime, I multiply all equations. My mind is on the moon, I walk on Mars. I never knew that I could ever get that far. I never knew that I could ever get that far. I never knew that I could ever get that far. Astral progression.
Okay, I don't want to go to the verse. I don't want to go to the verse. Let's go to let me hear that one with the sister, Echoes of One. Take it to the top. Come on, man. This dude out here is in the world right now. He making records. For real records, high level. Oh, let's hear this right now. We're going to make a gang of children on this record. A lot of children will be born. This is the Echoes of One, Astral Progressions. I need a candle. iTunes, pre-order it. Okay, that's enough. Cut it. Listen, if y'all don't go out and cash mob, it's Cash Mob Mondays. You know what we do. We promote businesses that need the exposure. Go cash mob that brother. That brother is a proficiently incredible MC, rapper, trumpeter, producer. The dude is not a game. His name is Joseph Lineberg. I've known him since he was in high school. You may remember him. His rap moniker was Dr. Seuss with Madcap, right? Back in the day, Madcap. He was in the group. He was one of Loud Records' first artists signed to that imprint. And man, his career, I mean, he's worked with everybody. There's the album cover right there, Joseph Lineberg. He's worked with everybody. Snoop Dogg, Erykah Badu. Just everybody has worked with this kid, and now he stepped out on his own and got his own album getting ready to drop. It's available on iTunes for pre-order. Astral Progressions. Go support the movement now. That's what I got for that. Now, businesses are in the building right now. One of our good friends who has just returned after a long hiatus, the homeboy Billionaire PA is in the building. Billionaire comes in here with incredible news. You guys remember a few years back when he first came on the show, his career has taken off. I've done a couple of events with him before, and speaking to children, kids at school, and really motivating them to like lock in on what they're doing. And this dude is all over the world now. When he first started, he was just getting going. Now he's all over the world. Billionaire PA, welcome back to the ZOWHAT Morning Show, man. Tell them what you're doing, Pia.
I'm on the ZOWHAT Morning Show today, speaking my dreams into existence. Hey, man, I feel good to see people still out here living their dreams, man. Not just to promote what I'm doing. I remember my brother right here when we was at, entertainment company. My man had these juices.
Yeah.
Walked up in here and still, my man still got the juices, baby.
The juices is still real.
It ain't nothing better than seeing somebody, especially in L.A., say they working on a dream, and a couple years later you can see the dream.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk.
Myself, man, finally, bro, I'm about to release this book to really encourage people to develop wealthy minds and create their own jobs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Really telling people what it means to actually, what I mean when I say speak your dream into existence, and that's not being afraid to put your dreams in the universe, understanding the value of your relationships. And, you can even go back from the first interview that I did with you, I think 3-4 years ago. Mm-hmm. I spoke about this book. Now here it is.
There it is. And that's how you do it. Talk about it, be about it, manifest it.
That's right.
It's really that simple. So what is the book about? What is the premise of the book? And how is it going to take somebody from just living a mediocre life to living an extraordinary life?
Well, that's a good question, brother. The concept was, I was homeless for 3 years in Oakland, and in the Bay Area. So I slept in my truck for 63 days. And then after that, I just, slept on different people's couches and stuff and wherever. So this first book, while I was in my truck, I wrote over 5,000 inspirational quotes. So in the past year, man, I took time to really sit down and wrote about 79 books. And in this first book, I'm going to feature only 63 quotes. 63 represents the number of days that I slept in my truck. So it's quotes like, never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. It's okay for your pockets to be broke. Just make sure your mind makes sense. I just tested positive with MTD, motivated transmitted disease. If you touch me, look at me, email me, or hate on me, I will infect you with motivation.
Wow. So is there a pre-order link? Can somebody pre-order to get down right now?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought this thing out, brother.
I know, Virgo.
From top to bottom. I thought it out, man, and I was like, you know what, brother? I wanted to to answer your question, you can pre-order by emailing us at billionairepa@gmail.com. It's not a typical book, man. It's a custom book. I made it out of suede, and we made 3 editions. We made a royalty edition, a rich edition, and a wealthy edition. And you can pick and choose which one you want your dream is to be. But the royalty edition, man, is $963.36.
Yeah.
The wealthy edition is $99.63, and the rich edition is $63.36.
I see the math. I see the math.
So we just having fun with this dream, man. But
wait. Before you move on.
Yeah.
See, because I understand the psychology behind why the price is what it is. Now, you got people out there that hate on the price, not understanding the purpose of why the price is set the way it is. Sometimes people will see something that they want and then hear the price for it and then don't want it no more. Right?
Yep.
That meant you never really wanted it in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying? They always devalue what they could have if they would only first believe that they could have it.
They can have it in the first,
So I understand the math.
You with me, brother?
I got you, man. Hey, do you have a website? How do people follow Billionaire PA? Did they put it up?
Yeah, they just pulled it up.
Let's pull it up one more time so I can see it. Jesus. It's bad enough you got Kiss behind me. I'm not a devil worshiper. Put up the damn website. Now they got us looking. Let's just keep being awkward looking up. Until it comes back, guys. All right, there it is. Now they clicking buttons. Gosh. And then they came back to me. Thor! Can you put it up one time so I can see? There we go. And you still sell the T-shirts, right?
Yeah, man, we never gonna stop the clothing line, man. So we still, you know, Wealthy Minds has evolved, man, into 4 different companies. I'm just turning this motivation into as many different avenues as I possibly can, man. It's like ice cube and water. You know, at the end of the day, they both water, just giving you motivation in different forms.
Hey, man, I can smoke a bag of that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Listen, and right next to you is the homeboy Hassan.
What's happening? What's happening?
We juice.
Hot sizzle.
Man, tell them about this. I'm about to drink this right here. This is what I've been waiting on.
This right here.
It's been about 6 or 7,
About
bro.
6 or 7 years that the
About
company, Billionaire Pre, I used to always go in there and serve juices to the people in the black community. You know?
Man.
And we used to go in there and just
Can I have
chop it up. Yeah, take one, any one you want. We got Par 4 today. We got Be Fearless.
Which
we
one
got
you want,
Green
sir?
Glow. We got Energy. We got Detox. We got stuff for digestion. We Juice satisfies everything for your body function that you need.
I love
If
it.
you want great skin, you got a skin product. You want recovery from working out or something like, we got that. If you want something for your detox, we got that. If you want to improve your immunity for you won't have colds, we got that. If you want shots, wellness shots, we have that too. So.
And
got
then we
everything you
have
need.
the devil.
Nope. You got the yin and
We're
yang
gonna
up
go
in here.
yin and yang. We're gonna go from healthy
This is straight.
to straight evil. This shit right here
Crack.
is evil. Listen, Shepherd Sweets is blowing up.
I saw her at the event.
she did her thing. She did her thing yesterday at the Emmys.
Right.
Yeah.
And she
Sure
told
did.
me, she called me while I was on the way up here. She was like, make sure you tell the people who listen to your show, thank you for supporting my GoFundMe page, because it was through them that I was able to even get into this event. So she wanted to say thank you to you guys. She brought this evil.
Concoction.
A lot of people think this is evil because the
It's-
diet
you
don't
can't-
exist.
Yeah, you can't stop eating them.
It's cocaine.
I
It's
stopped-
candy cocaine.
I can't eat one no more, man.
She brought the zebra crunch, the pistachio dust, the chocolate, the white
Man.
chocolate, and then the white chocolate over here got gold, actual gold
Oh
on
yeah, I
it.
saw it. Yeah.
This is shit, man. ShepherdSweets.com. Just look, Thor's in there like, for real? I'ma stop fucking up now.
I'm gonna stop fucking up.
Word. I love it. Hey, so look, all of these businesses, we need you to support. We need you to get down. There go. What the hell? Look who here.
Oh.
Yeah. So look, go to my app, the Zoe Williams app. I have T-shirts, extra large. Let me see. It's extra large to 3X.
3X.
All of those sizes in between. You can get it from my app. You can get it from my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Again, only 170 copies, physical copies, remain of the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. Okay, Jeff is shopping. Okay, Jeff is at Fellas. Anyway, only 170 copies remain of the relationship dismount. Please, 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 if you want a physical copy, go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Get your copy now. Also, the final thing I'm going to promote.
Really?
Do you have that,
Well,
Hey,
can I
Kevin.
buy mine on the air?
yeah. Oh,
So they can see it, so they can be inspired to go.
you
get
know,
it.
I should have brought my card swiper. We'll deal that.
Hey, well, we got the type of relationship where you can write the number down.
Oh, yeah. Just hold on to it, bruh. So, pull up the GoFundMe page that I listen. Zoe's trying to do a television network. All right? Zoe's trying to really push it there. And we need the friends and family of this show to support our movement to grow. We need your help right now. Go to my GoFundMe page, The Birth of the VOR Radio Network, and find out all about what we're trying to do. We need your support ASAP right now. Support the movement. And like I said, it's going to be amazing, man. It's time for us to do our own thing and do it at a high level. and this is the new project to get it done.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, Pimple.
You just decide which part of Zoe's testimony you gonna be.
How did the vocal show? Okay, I was gonna back you up on the sermon. Okay, cool. We're about to take a wait. Let me give Kev his props.
Why you always doing me like that?
Kev, shout out
Why
to
am I always a forgotten afterthought, cuz?
Because you don't let me rest.
Excuse me? No, I don't let you rest. You just do it.
Oh.
You're right. I don't let you rest. You just do it. You just take rest in between
I shall
rounds.
rest now.
In between rounds. Yeah,
Listen,
Friday.
boxers,
Friday.
they take rest in between rounds too.
No, not after 1 minute rounds.
Oh, you
Not-
said, they said my rounds
not
only
after
1 minute?
Not after 1 minute rounds, yo.
How many 46-year-old boxers is it?
Exactly.
How
Right.
many 46-year-old boxers is
I'm
it?
45, by the way. Don't give it to me yet, Pimp.
Okay, one. Okay, how many out of how many?
If you-
281.
He'll
In,
never-
in those rounds, I throw at least 100 punches.
What? In your mind? What are you talking about?
You
That's how
going
it
to hell.
starts. It all
You
starts.
going to hell.
It all starts in the mind.
You going to hell. Now
Man.
tell them where they can find you.
Don't believe shit he say. Yeah, you guys, if you guys go to realnagas.com, I got the Dragon Moore shirts and the new Phoenix Moore shirts. I don't have one in right now to show you, but go ahead and cop those. Also, the status classes, they've been going on for a couple weeks now. We're on class 6. We do another class Wednesday, so they're Wednesdays and Thursdays. So if you want status classes, want to learn how to get your ass out of this bullshit, just go there and sign up for the status classes. realnagas.com, REELNAGAS.
That candy loose. All right, look, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, that candy loose. When we come back, today's topic is going to be a heater, man. Let's get
You're supposed to
busy.
be setting a
Holla.
good example.
Continuous moments. We live here in the now. Yesterday is fading, changing like a face in the
If the fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes climbed down from the tree.
Did you know that 67% of American women are size 14 and above?
You mean they look like this?
Yeah, girl.
So then where are we in television and film?
And where are we in fashion magazines and clothing stores?
Yeah.
So we want to help out entertainment and fashion and media.
Catch the F up.
Watch us on Plus This
Live
every Thursday
at 7 p.m.
on Senate TV.
I start. Hi, I'm Moxie.
And I'm Nicole, and we're the ladies of Suicide Girls Radio, the world's leading BYOB radio show. Pour a glass of your favorite tipple and tune in on Wednesday nights between 8 and 9 p.m. as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of free nipples. Oh, just flash it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? People think flashing your tits is easy, right? And it's actually kind of hard.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct.
Dr.
Dr.
Drew.
Drew, hi. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously,
Sure.
if someone like, you know, because a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m.
I can ever get that far. Astro progression. The essence of progression is to get to the next lesson. Cause each time you progress, it's another another lesson learned. Climbing steps, another lesson you learn. Climbing steps, that's why I always advance and progress. I never leave the house without the eagle. I'm running over niggas like diesels. Bought a house on the moon for me and my people.
Is that corrupt?
Game that I consume to have a nigga lifted up like mushrooms.
Hey man, y'all better go get that astral progression. Stop playing. Hey, I didn't even want to give up the verse right there. When is the last time you heard Corrupt rapping on some empowerment, some upliftment? Just turn it off. I don't want him to hear it yet. I want him to buy the record.
First off, I know this firsthand.
Woo.
Corrupt is a new dude.
I believe
He's
it.
a new dude. What? And shout out to Corrupt. When I tell you this new album he got coming out is flame, bruh.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Corrupt one of the best,
Shout out
man.
to
Always been one of the best.
Always been, man.
And underrated.
Mr. Underrated.
Yep.
West
And
Coast
underrated.
underrated, man. Has been, yeah.
All right, so look. Today's topic is serious business. Last week we did a show where we talked about, man, we got a lot of positive feedback from last week's show. When we talked about some of the negative aspects that we pass down as parents to our kids, right? What have you experienced in your household was last week's topic. And everybody was like, God damn, jeez, man. You, Dr. G, everybody was dropping some heat in that show.
Well, that's what we do.
Well, now it's time, right?
Yeah,
Now it's time. We had to pick up where we left off because you all know what's happening in the world with regards to Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Police brutality, racism. People are, distinguishing, taking sides on the argument, right? Oh, shouldn't disrespect the flag. Jim Brown just said it. I wouldn't disrespect the flag. Missing the whole point of what's happening, right? And what I'm saying is, and I said this before on the 5150 show, what blacks as a family, as a culture lacks is solidarity. So whether you would do it or not, right? Whether you would choose to disrespect the flag, if that's what he actually did. I don't know if he disrespected the flag. But okay, that's the argument that's out there. Whether you would do that or not is irrelevant. The fact that his protest is getting the attention of the world, as blacks, we need to perform solidarity. Let's just get behind him. I might not have chose this method of protest, but maybe my method of protest wouldn't have got this level of attention. So I said we should continue with this family discourse. How can we have solidarity on a national level if we ain't got solidarity in the crib?
Oh yeah, it's like this. It's like, okay, if you my boy, and you get in a fight, and you pick fights. Zoe picks fight. That's my dude. But we go out with Zoe. That green-eyed nigga, it's finna be some shit. You finna see his high yellow elbows up. He finna put it on somebody.
What's happening?
Bip bop, bip bop. Now, you stupid. Now, when we get in the car, I'm gonna cuss your monkey ass out. Nigga, I can't go nowhere. I got on my good, in the words of the great poet laureate Ice Cube, didn't want to come in here and want to squat with niggas in lizard skins, okay? You got me in here with my dress shoes on, fucking these niggas up. God damn it, Zoe, I can't stand you.
Why you blame me for this?
However, I'm not gonna have that argument with you while you in the club about to get into it with these goons.
Right.
Because I'm on your side.
By default.
By default.
Wow.
Black people are not on their own side by default.
Now watch the topic. Family jail sentences. Family jail time. The Family Estrangement Show. Can a family member be given a proverbial life sentence ban for sins committed against the family? Now, somebody hit me with a question that I'm going to throw to y'all that just blew my mind.
Let your white girlfriend bring the coleslaw?
I had to think.
You're a band. How she gonna make greens with orange slices, pine nuts, and croutons? Everybody know that don't go with no fucking greens. Why did you let Hillary make the fucking greens?
You can't come no more.
That's right. Travion, you are banned. You and your white girl.
She take up 2 seats
and your
anyway.
curly head, good looking babies. Get the fuck out of here.
So the question that was presented today was very powerful. Family, true or false? Family will fall out over money. Meanwhile, Uncle Chester, the molester, still lives at Grandmama's in the back room. See, we did this show. Auntie and Uncle Chester, the molester. We did this. And we talked about how families tend to galvanize around a false identity. We don't want to be associated with him, so let's keep him in the back. Because if we let him go, he out there and they know he belong to us.
Everybody, we can't let nobody know about Uncle Sharon.
Uncle Sharon.
Yeah, we can't let Uncle Sharon.
But when it come to money, black people quick to cut family loose.
Over $52.
Over $52. In bonds, in uncashed bonds. My mama gave me them when I was born.
You ever had it this hard? Where you let somebody let you know the struggle is real.
Mm-hmm.
You in the struggle. You in there with your boy. Y'all in Ralph's and you buy all the groceries with your money, but you use his card. And at the bottom it say the receipt it say you saved $7.04.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga want that $7.04.
Oh, Jesus.
Nigga, you saved. Nigga, hey, nigga, we struggling together.
Mm-hmm.
We struggling. This is hard for us. Okay? Stop thinking outside. That's the thing. Black people never think like the Borg. They can never think in the collective. They never think in the collective. And I think it's because...
Oh, that's heavy.
Dude, try to make me think about you while my hand is on fire. Nigga, I can't think about nothing but the fact that my hand is on fire.
Wow. Black people
That's all I
don't
got.
think like the Borg.
Ever.
Is there a race that we could say resembles the Borg?
Nigga, you gonna make me say it?
I want to hear it.
Look at Jews, Vietnamese, Koreans.
Caucasian.
Caucasians.
They together. They may not like each other, but
Jews,
they together.
Jews will hate each other and do business together. They'll do business together. Somebody else got something to say? It's just me and Zoe talking.
You know you keep going if I don't point to somebody.
Better point.
No, but seriously, do you find, in your experience, and I'm throwing this out, and we're going to start with billionaire and go around. Do you find in your experience that we're a bit more unforgiving when it comes to money? And I'm talking about the sentence that we'll hand down. Right? Because all this has to do with relationship toolbox. Like, what's in your toolbox? For most black families, estrangement is in the toolbox. That's how they solve problems. So I'm asking you, do you think it's more money than abuse, or is it more abuse than money?
Well, you know, I wrote a quote, man, that says, money is a promissory note that acquires debt. Knowledge is a promissory note that acquires power. And so what that means is a lot of black people or African American people don't appreciate each other, and we devalue each other. It's like when we take our time, like the reason, going back to the book, when I put that book out for $900, I felt like if a person could go buy a phone for $1,000, how could you not buy a book that encourages you to own land?
The phone don't do that.
How could you, you know what I'm saying? So
this book don't take no pictures, though.
it might.
I can't stunt in the club with this book.
It might. But no, you know, my whole concept was, you know, the generation that I was speaking to, I felt like they didn't purchase, they don't value cheap stuff. And so I said, you know what, if you make a book for $99, anybody that buys a $99 book, at least they read it. Because everybody
Shit.
I don't think anybody would pay $100 and not read the book. So I was like, it took me 10 years to write this book. You're going to read every word in here for this $100.
If I pay $100 for the book, everybody in the house reading it.
And you know what?
Junior! You get your ass in here and read this $100 book. Fuck your homework. Get your ass in here. This book's $100. They gave you them books free at school. Oh, this was 100. Everybody read the Jehovah's Witnesses. What? Oh, thank you for coming this Saturday. You want to talk about the Lord? No, fuck that. We gonna talk about this book. This book's $100. Bring your ass in here.
Hey, but nah, but for real though, so when we go into these high price, you know, going back to what you said, when we go into these high price stores and stuff, and these people buy these shoes for $1,500, $2,000, they don't walk in the store and say, "Hey, let me support you."
No.
Wow.
They don't say that.
No.
But when we write these books, they say, "I'll support you." Man, I wrote this book for you. I didn't write it just for your support.
I could smoke a bag of that. That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
hydroponic.
it's information in here, and if you don't put, I feel like the necessary price on it, then people don't appreciate it the same level of what you put into it.
My man.
Now watch the flip of that. When I buy that $1,200 pair of shoes, and my trifling ass nephew come in and put his stankin' ass unmanicured feet in them,
You go the fuck off.
go to the club,
And scuff them all up in a fight.
I'ma beat his ass. He might be banned.
Right.
Do you see? Now watch this. The way we treat that which we think has meaning. Right? Look at how people treat Jordans. They got these motherfuckers in temperature-controlled closets, pine boxes, making sure that they're not bending.
And some Vietnamese dude put it together and cost $4.
$4.
And
Less than
and the sad part about that is we'll fight if somebody step on our Jordans, but won't fight if a black man gets killed.
Yeah.
And melanated people see money as a way of getting ahead, where they don't see each other that way.
Ooh.
And that's
I can get farther with my check than I can get with you.
And in a lot of cases, that may be true, but that's because we're not conditioned to work together. So, you know,
That's the only reason it's true.
yes, well, it is. Yeah, it's the only reason it's true, and also because we, you know, that science has been hidden from us.
Right.
But you know, as well as the value of money has been First of all, it's worth nothing. It's literally less than the money
Less
than the
than
paper,
what you see.
Than what you see. So like $1 only costs 3 cents to make. So it's literally only worth 3 cents. But people don't understand this information. But it's all perception. So it doesn't matter to them no matter if it costs 3 cents, if I can go and get what the hell I need with this, then that's what I value.
How much a $100 bill costs to make?
Same thing, 3
3
cents.
cents.
Exactly the same thing. So you know that's where that disconnect comes in. It's the conditioning and the you know the teaching of what's value and what isn't. And not only that, whereas when we're coming up in the hood, whereas we're coming up in the hood, where it's always a scratching and fighting. I need to do better than him. I need to do better than him. Oh, he has money when I need to get money to do better than him. Instead of understanding, okay, well, he get money, then he can help you get money, and then we can help this dude get money, and so on and so forth. That information isn't taught. Going to the Lord of the Rings, that's one of the sciences that was
The Fellowship of the Ring.
The Fellowship of the Ring. That's one of the sciences that's symbolized with the ring is unity. The ring symbolizes as well the knowledge that
That's the marriage too, yeah.
Exactly. Melanated people lost, but also the unity. We have lost that understanding of how to come together and work, and so that's that disconnect.
And to add to what he just said, I wrote this quote that says, "What if you worked so hard to gain everything you wanted, only to lose everything you needed?" And I feel like that's what we do. We work so hard to be millionaires that we forget this relationship is more important than just making money.
That's some stank right
and
there.
If you never understand the value of relationships, you're going to always be broke. Not financially,
right.
Internally.
So when I originally went into business, I went into business to help others as a trainer. You know, and weed use, I seen all my black people not being healthy, not working out, not exercise. It wasn't important to them. So I went into business to try to get them to at least to buy some juice that's not that expensive. Training could be like $100 an hour.
Right.
Juice,
especially if
only
it's a real good
$7.
trainer. Yeah.
Juice is $7. Juice is $10. You just need to put something in you to make yourself healthy. And I did that because I wanted to give back to my community. It really wasn't about me, because my best friend told me this. I used to buy juice to make juice for myself, to drink that. He said, you know what? It ain't about you making money. It's about you paying other people, having other people pay for you to drink juice. That's it. That's what my business is. Other people pay me to drink juice. That's it. And I don't have to pay for it.
I hear you. I hear you.
I never thought
Hey,
about it.
and when we come back, watch this. One of the most exciting parts about hip hop music, was created and really codified by my good friend Kool Mo D in that legendary battle against Busy B. That was the first time dudes stopped battling as crews.
And each other.
It was your
Right.
crew
Right.
and your routine against my crew and our routine. When Mo D destroyed Busy B, he took bagging, crumbing, the Joneses, snapping, ranking, and put it on wax. Now, that was an amazing evolution for hip hop, and that's dope. But when you got youngsters that don't know the rules, right, it could turn violent. And it could be a conduit for the self-hate that came from your household, that you now took into the street, that you use as a type of conflict resolution.
That's one of the major things going on in Chicago because of they're on Twitter and all these media, these social media things. They're talking shit on these social media things, and they go take a gun, and they handle it that way. So that's one of the main reasons they were breaking that shit off.
So when we talk about this, we're gonna come back after the break to talk about, look what's happening because this is still extended family. The beef between Meek Mill and the game, and then what I see as some brotherly love coming from Nipsey Hussle. He stepped in and said, hey, nah, no more black men killing black men. Because you know what it's going to escalate to.
Damn, anything got there?
So but look, it shows us how we act out in the public. It shows us what we lack at the crib. When we come back, the Estrangement Show on the ZOWHAT Morning Show.
When did that damn beef happen?
What it do? Is your man Money B from Digital Underground asking everybody to check out the Going Way Back Show, your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. Join me
and me, DJ Always,
as well as Ty Teasy, bringing you the old school new news every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here
on T Radio V.
That's right, Radio MTV.
This is Quick Fix Radio.
Quick Fix Radio.
Yeah. Check it out, y'all. We back in the building. What's going on?
Yes, sir. What it do? We got some super special guests up in the place,
In
man.
the building, we got all 5 live in the building. Bone Thugs in the building.
All
Everybody.
we
house
up in here
tonight, y'all.
Not
What's going on?
Hey man, I had to come see what this TV radio what this all about. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
We got Game on the line. Game, what's going down, baby?
What up? What up, man?
What's going on? Oh man, we got EPO Dylan. Who is this on the phone with us?
Yo, what up, man? It's Akon.
Akon in the building. Who is this on the line?
Be real.
We got Be Real. Be Real. Who is we got on the line?
This Ty Dolla $ign right here.
What up, Ty Dolla $ign in the building. Thanks to all the fans for stopping by.
The Quick Fix with Crazy Bone, right here on T Radio V.
If the fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking.
Hey, I love this new record, man. Astral
So fly.
Progressions. Joseph Lineberg. Pre-order at iTunes right now. Don't play yourself. Hey, we talking about family jail sentences. How many times have you seen, like, just look at the differences in generation. You couldn't sell no dope and Big Mama find out about it. Big Mama found out your ass was a dope dealer. You got to fight
You
Big
gonna
Mama.
call the police.
Right. You got to fight Big Mama tonight.
Yeah.
Then after you fight Big Mama, you got to fight her sons, your uncles, your
them.
great uncles,
Your uncles them.
your uncles them. You got to fight the family. And then you remember there used to be the black sheep?
Yes.
See, the black sheep used to be about embarrassment.
Oh yeah, we've lost our shame.
We've lost our shame because now what could be considered the black sheep, if that motherfucker making money, estrangement is off the table.
Yep.
Lying?
Yep.
Am I lying, Jeff?
I should save it.
For the rant?
I'm not.
So let me just say this. I know a dude who beat the smooth, and I'm not perfect. I've been in domestic violence situations.
Who hasn't?
Where I've hit somebody and somebody hit me. So I'm not coming across as perfect. I'm not coming across as judgmental. I'm just trying to understand the process.
Are you discussing the semen incident or the bat incident?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool.
Don't incriminate yourself.
And now we're back. Okay. No, but seriously, I've been in some bad situations. I've been in some tough situations. You know, some that I was responsible for, others that, you know, I was the victim of. But let me say this. What is the criteria for allowing that person back in? See, I've heard women say a lot. You know what? And they'll say this behind closed doors. Because when they usually get together and commiserate with other women, they link up in terms of their perspective. I rarely see covens of women disagree with each other. When I say covens, they friends. I rarely see covens.
That's how they make they friends.
Yeah, I rarely see the coven disagree with each other. But, and we have a sister in there. She could easily speak to, you know, to correct us
when is the
if
beautiful
we
sister
off, you know, whatever. But what I've heard is that if a dude, and the sister told me this behind closed doors, if he got money, we can work it out. She said, because it depends on what I'm going to lose. So my question is,
other than self-esteem, teeth, yeah, that's, I'll put all that. I'll leverage that against getting the bills paid.
How do we make the distinction, an outsider or an insider? The insider typically gets to stay on the inside even though he's on the outs for a little while inside. How do we distinguish? You know, because we're quick to move a dude or a woman who's not in the family the fuck away from the family if they've done something, if they've transgressed. We quick, but we slower when it's family, and sometimes, that old adage, the people who are closest to you hurt you the most.
They know where to stick the knife.
Right? So sometimes it be the people closest to you that inflict the most pain, but you still keep them close. Whereas the outside person, can we talk about that?
Well, I'll just give you one example.
Then we'll come back to the hip hop thing because I want to do that.
So in my family, my uncle used to be a pimp.
There we go. Here we come.
And,
retired
He
pimp.
was he was a huge pimp though. He was coast to coast.
Okay.
And so my family though is super Christian, in church, everything.
Under some
However,
pimps.
my Uncle Moto, when he came to town, it was all the lineup.
Moto nigga.
Moto. It was literally, as soon as Moto came to the door, everybody lined up because Moto was handing out, he was handing out dollar bills.
He was handing out pictures.
Handing out paper. So, in that aspect, what I'm saying, usually in some type of, in other families, the pimp person would be kind of the shed to the side. However, he was welcomed with open arms because it was always about money. Now, like somebody like myself, because I'm on alternative knowledge, I'm not a Christian, so I would be considered the outskirts person.
Yeah.
As far
This
as
nigga ain't even with Jesus. He can't come here.
Blaspheme in my house. He can say what he want to say. Let him blaspheme in here. I'm going to hit him with some hot grease.
This nigga is disrespectful.
I'm going to pour some hot grease on him.
Well, it's still all love, but I'm not included in any of the family shit.
No, none of the reindeer
and I'll hear
games.
about that shit like a month later. We all did this. I'm like, what?
Right.
So,
Well, we thought you would be uncomfortable because Jesus was there.
There you go. It's all about Jesus. So, in those two aspects, it's the what do we value? You know what I'm saying? In my uncle's case, it was that dollar. And when he came through, he's dropping money. I'm trying to drop knowledge. He's health knowledge, spiritual knowledge. They ain't trying to hit it. If I'm not dropping Jesus knowledge, it's
Your
not
ass up out of here.
It's not going
You're not
down.
even getting no dressing.
Black people, quit bullshitting yourselves. That is a picture of your God. More in a moment.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I guess that was a preview for
the rant.
The rant.
So, could you introduce your friend? Because she's been listening while she was filming. Because we love having the female perspective.
Yeah, we do.
Could you introduce her? Tell us who she is, and we'd love to get your thoughts on what we're talking about. And correct us if we're out of bounds, please.
Well, this is Queen Fruit. This is my assistant at Wealthy Minds. But aside from that, she's an amazing poet. I think you should make her do something on
here we go.
To bless the microphone. But
Here we
she
go.
can chime in when she wants to. Amazing spirit, man. I keep good people with me.
I know. That's
Beautiful.
why I knew she was going to
So
get on the mic as soon as I saw her. Like, oh, shit. Okay.
Y'all just friends?
Yeah,
That's it?
I don't hang around people who not talented.
So y'all just friends? That's it? That's a good girl right there.
Nigga, you can see the Reese's peanut butter cup getting
trying
made
to
already.
say. I'm trying to say. He light skinned. She dark skinned. You light skinned. I'm working it out in here already. I'm just saying.
I'm saying what somebody said earlier. Don't be messing up my candy at home.
Okay. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah. My bad. I'm just saying. Okay.
Fuck up the candy
I'm
tray.
gonna point it out.
That was off the air, Joe.
That's beautiful, sister.
So tell us about family estrangement. When is it right to basically boot a family member out of the family? And should it be indefinite? Should it be forever? Should it be a life sentence?
Depends.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Brownie.
I think most of the time it's families that's in a struggle. So they're going to latch on to anything that they think that's their ticket out, or they think that can help them hold on to the next check or the next day or the next month. So if somebody's bringing in money, it doesn't really matter what they're doing. Let's just keep the money flowing in. Like, that's what a lot of people think versus their morals and values of what they stand for. They're just thinking where the money's coming in. So let's just keep it moving. That keeps encouraging the people to keep doing what they're doing. And then the people that, black people got this image thing, like they don't want to look bad in front of the next family or look bad in front of another family. So let's keep Uncle Chester in the basement. Let him keep doing what he's doing, because if we let him out, then all the neighbors are going to know and they just going to be talking. You more worried about what they're saying than getting him correct. So that's my little thoughts.
I got a question for the entire panel. Is the act of withheld forgiveness the ultimate punishment for an estranged family member? The act of withheld forgiveness, is that the ultimate punishment for an estranged family member?
Okay. You're gonna talk to me like I'm 5. You lost me on that.
Is the act of withheld
He gonna
forgiveness.
repeat himself.
I'm going to hold this forgiveness of you hostage.
Okay.
Because of what you did. Is that the ultimate punishment to the estranged family member?
No.
Withholding your forgiveness.
It could be.
I want you to elaborate.
I think
That's for everybody. Everybody going to answer this.
I think estrangement will mean a hell of a lot more 50 years from now, because
say
I think
more.
we are coming into the unity that everybody at this table wants to see. And right now, being banished by
It don't even matter.
family doesn't matter, because and
Wow.
I'm almost revealing a
big.
little bit of the rant, but the thing is,
Don't do it.
that when you get banished by Jews, that means something.
That hurt.
If you black and you get banished by Jews in this town, if you was in entertainment, you are officially working at Best Buy maybe.
Blackball.
But when people of prominence
That
and
was
of
heavy.
principle banish you, you are banished from the fruits of that prominence and that principle.
Wow.
When
The
you
resource.
are banished by unprincipled people and unaccomplished people, what the fuck are they keeping you
Wait,
from?
hold on,
But
stop.
they're-
Hold on. You telling me black people can't banish family members from nothing?
I am telling you that the fear of banishment from black people makes as much by other black people makes as much sense as black feminists being mad at black men. We ain't never had no power to take from you in the first fucking place.
Ooh.
That's something the white woman was upset with her man and brought you in for numbers.
We need voters. Let's get them in. Billionaire.
Oh man.
Is the act of withheld forgiveness the ultimate punishment for an estranged family member?
I think I'm gonna let Fruit. I think she got something to say for that.
You gonna hold on?
Gonna bust me with some
Got
poetry.
me on that one.
Hey man, look. That's what's up.
Go ahead, Fruit.
Okay. I don't think it's the ultimate punishment for the estranged family member, because forgiveness is not for the person. that
How
you're
about
mad
it?
at. It's for yourself. So you're holding that in. They may be on about their day and going on about their day, and you're still holding that in your heart. That's doing more damage on you than the person that you're mad
That
at.
hate in there eating you.
You do know every question I have has a counter to it. That's why I asked it. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
Oh, fire.
Actually, I was going to say that. Yeah, to forgive means to give wholeheartedly. So when you're withholding that forgiveness, you're attached to the negative aspect of what happened, and that's only killing you inside. So to totally forgive, or to give without any ulterior motives behind it, that's the true way to forgive. If you're going to withhold forgiveness, then you're holding on to some other things you can't forgive in the first place.
Ooh. My man, Brandon. This is Brandon. Well, I'm going to say his name, his Twitter handle. He's Marcus Graham from
Marcus.
from Boomerang. Marcus. Go ahead, man.
I had the same issue, like recently, a couple of months ago.
Mhm.
Like my dad, we had like a strange relationship, and it was
Speaking to Mike.
We had a strange relationship. It was kind of estranged.
Mhm.
I was still holding on to stuff he used to do when I was like from like 9 to like 16.
Yeah.
He would say he would show up, but he wouldn't come.
Mhm.
And like recently, I just let that go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been tough. I'm 30, about to be 33 tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. But
Okay, well, cool. Yeah.
But
Thanks for the self-plug.
But I was holding on to that. I was holding on to that a lot this year, and like recently, I just came to grips and let it go.
Now let's go deeper. Do you think your father should be banned because of his absence during your formative years?
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah?
He shouldn't.
And how did you come to that understanding, that realization?
Because he was like the young lady said, he was going along. He was going on with his life. So he got married to a new lady, and he's just been living. So
you don't blame him for living, right? But because have you guys seen Tony Robbins' "I'm Not Your Guru"?
Ooh, I've
That
been
was
wanting
on
to watch
Netflix?
that. I'm
That's
so
on
close to
Netflix,
watching
yeah.
that. Is that the shit?
That's gonna be in my final thought.
Oh, okay.
But I will. The man pulled this girl up and was basically asking her, what's your problem? What's your issue? Why are you here? And she goes on to talk about her food choices. And of course, Tony Robbins has done this for years, so he's very perceptible. He understands, like, okay, I understand what's going on. Let me ask about your relationship between your mother and your father. Who loves you the most? Who's got your back?
Damn, he
Who
went
do you
straight
feel?
there.
He went right there after you talking about fucking calories, right?
No.
And he was cursing, and he was wild.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Oh, I loved it. It's fire. And basically, comes down, Dad was absent, Dad had problems, issues, or whatever. And Tony punched her in the head so hard with an inverted perspective. Sometimes we believe the perspective we have and the perspective we're carrying is the only reality that has right answers. Did you hear that? The only reality with right answers is the one you're carrying. That dude told her, he said, okay, you're doing a terrible job blaming. So you are blaming, but you should be way more effective at blaming. It should be exquisite blaming, effective, potent, impactful blaming.
Top shelf
He's
blaming.
like, you're not
Shaolin
doing it
blaming.
right. You need to blame him for all of the exceptional qualities you have developed in his absence. Because if he was here, they wouldn't have developed.
Wow.
Your blaming should be blaming him for all of the incredible qualities that you developed in his absence. Girl's mama was there. They broke down. They fell like the Twin Towers.
Damn.
They melted.
Just
Again, when we be,
controlled demolition.
listen, I tell people this all the time. When you take on an identity, whatever it is, I don't care if it's a Jehovah Witness, Salvation Army, Mormon, Crip, Blood. Anytime you take on an identity, you are enrolled in an army. You have to defend the borders of the identity. I is the 9th letter in the alphabet. The Greek word for I is ego. When you the ego is about defending its identity. If I become a feminist, my devil is now patriarchy. And I have to see it in everything.
That's it.
That's
right.
Do you see?
That's it.
So imagine what happens when you put your identity is now they wronged me.
So
imagine what you see then. Kev?
just going to what you were talking about, what Tony Robbins was talking about. My father, I grew up without my father, and he lived in Oakland, and he's
town business.
Yeah,
the pimp brother. That was he the brother to the pimp?
No, this is on my no. The pimp was on my mother's side. Okay. That's my mother's brother. So my father, he's just he's a Leo, so he's basically just about it. He do his own thing.
Gonna do his thing.
He do his thing. So
you come around when you get ready, boy.
Birthdays. Usually, the only time I usually hear from him is birthdays and Christmases, and so I used to get asked from family members all the time, was I pissed about that? And I never really had a major perspective on it when I was younger. I mean, because I was always doing my own thing. But as I got older, I just started to see how that played out, especially when I came to be who I am now. Mm-hmm. And I knew that had he been in my life, I couldn't be the person I am now.
Missed the light.
I said he would have been directing me in a whole completely different way had he been there. So knowing and understanding that, I was just able to let that go, and now me and him have a cool relationship.
Now this comes back to the point of Shaq and his biological father.
Yeah.
See, somebody told me that they got back together. They cool.
They reconciled, yeah.
They did.
But I would say this to Brother Shaq. Instead of speaking on Colin Kaepernick and whether or not he should kneel, I think the community, the people who follow you, the people who love Shaquille O'Neal would rather see the forgiveness story between you and your biological than your opinion about the flag being disrespected.
I respectfully disagree with
Let me just say this. Let me just finish my thought, and
Yes,
then
sir.
you can have the floor.
Yes, sir.
We have too many examples of discord in our community, from a familial base as well as a societal, cultural base. We have too many examples of that discord. Again, Shaq has the right to say what he said. Everybody has the right to say what they said. But if it gets you off the topic, what was the point of the dude kneeling?
Right.
Injustice. Racism. Police brutality. We're not going to have that conversation. We're going to talk about the flag.
That's right.
And to me, that's a diversion.
Yep.
And that's when I go back. If there's no solidarity at home, there will not be solidarity in the community.
That's right.
It starts in the community. It starts at home. But where it starts at home is mom and dad. And if mom ain't there, then it's solidarity in the family. You remember, I'm the youngest. I get my ass kicked. I go back in the house.
19 of them.
I come back out with some niggas.
Yeah.
And then they say,
who?
Everybody else stay out of it.
Yep.
Whip that nigga's ass.
Yep.
Do you understand? We don't have that on a communal level.
No, not anymore.
So like you said earlier, estrangement is easy. We ain't got shit anyway. I don't have generational wealth. I don't have knowledge of self. I don't have love of self. So if you want to go away, get the fuck out of here.
It's easy to take.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I have to disagree with what you said about how the community wants to see the reconcile of Shaq and his father. I believe that's the last thing the community wants to see, because we have been so put under the ether of hearing disgruntled mamas say that I don't need no man. Yeah, by the way, I've never heard a straight man say I don't need no woman. That's some of y'all shit.
Yeah, we do need women all the time.
Yeah, we ain't never said we ain't need you. We really can't stand you.
I need a woman right now. Are there
so-
any women out there? I'm in need.
You
I'm
stupid.
sorry.
Unless and until we want to see that, we cannot truly begin our healing. We cannot truly go, hey, a lot of them brothers in prison, those are us too. These brothers in the graveyard, ain't nothing we can do about them. Rest in peace. Those are us too. If you taking care of your kids as a man, you not doing enough, because it's a bunch of kids that ain't got no daddy. You got to do something about them kids too. Until you can, as a product of a single mother, until you can be okay with this sentence, with somebody looking your mama in the face and saying, I'm not saying that you ain't shit because you a single mother. I'm saying you a single mother because you ain't shit. Until we can deal with that. We got to deal with that. We have to deal with the fact that we are in this position systematically, and what has been put on sisters has been unfucking fair, and they were not perfect in it. And until we can look around and go, okay, everybody here got some blood on the floor, we need to heal from here. Unless and until we can get there, nobody wants to see that story.
We're about to take a quick break, but when we come back, the legendary, the vaunted, the exonerated, the honorable, intellectual irritant.
Oh shit, I didn't even know you was talking about with all that.
Yeah, the craziness is about to get even crazier. Jeff Brown's intellectual rant. We'll be back at 2.2. So what?
Do you have an amazing Lemmy story for me?
An amazing one? Everything he does is amazing. The guy puts snarl in the metal. Come on.
Big heart. Love that guy.
That guy was the real deal in every way.
Lemmy was just a class act. So thank you, Lemmy.
No way I was gonna miss tonight's tribute to the Lemmeister, man.
Let's hear it for Lemmy!
Scream for Lemmy!
Can you feel the energy in the room? Lemmy lives on. God bless Lemmy, and he will live on through all of us.
To the spirit and memory of Lemmy! Long live Lemmy, my brothers and sisters!
What we do here is go back.
Hi, I'm Rob Schneider. Hey guys, what's up? This is Matt McAndrew. Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Oakley. And I'm Corey Cool.
Hi, I'm Martha Madison.
This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, b.k.a. Godzilla Lungs.
Hello, I'm Eric Roberts.
Yeah, what's up? This is Craig Wayans.
Hi, this is Brad Williams, and as you can tell, I have never gotten high.
Speedy Don.
And I am the fabulous Stephen King.
What's good? It's your boy Marcus Park, man. We keeping it lit.
I'm Money B.
Hey, I'm John Sally.
What's up, y'all? This is Crazy Bone in the building.
It's your girl Shantae Wayans. It's your favorite DJ, DJ Spark.
And it's your boy Street Symphony.
And you're watching Z
Hollywood TV.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
In my ADD boredom, I put some sunglasses on him. You can see him right there. Niggas don't worship Jesus. They worship money. Okay? It is because of what money means to black people that we have put ourselves in a prison, and we spend $1.2 trillion of it every year. But we haven't figured out that what we have amongst ourselves is enough. What we have amongst ourselves is to be cherished. There are certain things about being other races that if you're not those races, you have no idea what they are. There's nothing about being black that everybody doesn't know because black people put their shortcomings to dance music. If you don't believe, here's the problem. Imagine where we are as a people. Is this place, this horrible place that we for hundreds of years have been tortured, maligned, misused, stolen from, and constantly being fed what we know to be poison. We take chicken shit and make chicken salad. We know this is bullshit. We've heard tell of, some of us speak of, some of us dream and think of this oasis where we can go that's free of this bullshit. That over there, we can use what we know and use the courage to find what we don't know that is truly us and truly our history. The problem is you don't believe that we are, have, do, know, possess enough to survive the journey to the oasis of true, free, powerful togetherness and forgiveness. You don't believe that we can leave the plantation with the shit we got and make it over there. Because you're not looking at the fact that the plantation really don't run without you. You can't look at that. All you looking at is if we leave here, we can't be guaranteed Massa's chitlins. Because we know Massa slaughter a hog every week. And he give us the brain, the feet, the balls, the guts.
The butthole.
The butthole, yeah. Yeah, that little pig tail. He give us all of that. And we make a delicacy out of what he ridiculed us to give.
This is pig taint.
Yes, pig, yeah, barbecue pig taint. You can't live without, you are so afraid to walk away from this barbecued pig taint that you will fight to stay. You will ridicule those who stay. There's nothing about you that says unity in the first place because you have been so trained to this teat. Well, guess what? It's a bunch of people. It's McDonald's closing down because niggas done stopped eating that shit. It's a problem in the dairy industry.
That's right.
People not saying nothing. It's a problem in the meat industry not right now. It's way too. It used to be too many cows 5 years ago. It's way too many cows now because it's a bunch of people not eating no meat unless and until you can wake up and find out. And that's why I say it's gonna take 50 years because it's some sleepy niggas that's gonna stay asleep. And then you can't wake up somebody that's pretending to be asleep. You got a bunch of them. What you got to do is
you
look
can't
around.
wake up nobody that's pretending to be asleep.
Look around. Look around. Look around all these bodies all laid out. Look around all these bodies laid out asleep. And you see the heads that's up? You see the heads that's up? You're not going to worry about these heads that's down. I'm going to collect the heads that's up. And we going to walk to the Oasis. And we'll send you some postcards in the mail. I'm out.
Bam.
God damn. That was quite.
Oh, shout out to K, my man in the booth. Dude came by the studio last week and dropped off a kilo of ignorant sounds. Just, oh my God, dude. I got some beats for your monkey ass from that shit. He hit me with some hot nectar. I'm finna throw that shit.
Hot nectar? Okay, shit.
Jeff, to your point.
It's not a gay porn. Just get your mind out of the fucking gutter. I'm just saying the guy dropped me off some dope fucking sounds for the love of God.
Okay.
To your point, Jeff, how black people worship money, or they worship, that's their God. Money is actually a god. Money is named after a Roman goddess called Juno or Moneta. It literally is a god. It's named after a god.
You can't say shit around this nigga.
No, sometimes you gotta shake him in the corner and whip his ass.
You about to eat a Snicker. You know why that Snicker's bad for you? Because the Egyptian Hebrew word for Snicker is poison for Negroes. Did you know that? Fuck, man,
And it is. No.
Niggas worship the goddess Nike. Right. No, it's crazy that we're talking about this, and it's an important conversation. The most influential people for our community tend to be entertainers. It's fucked up. They tend to have the most say-so and be the most reluctant to say some shit because they don't want to fuck up that corporate sponsorship, right? But we're living in a time now where you starting to see people saying, you know, fuck that.
Fuck Massa.
I got 11 million guaranteed. I ain't starting anyway. So fuck it.
I can live off this 11.
Win or lose, I'm gonna be okay. You got some people out there that are putting themselves in harm's way. This takes me back to the hip hop conversation. Hip hop artists are some of the most influential people on the planet Earth. Jay, even Pac and Biggie are still.
Oh my God.
To this day.
To this day.
20 years later.
To
20
this
years
day.
later, right?
Just a half tick under Jesus.
So I'm just a little
More
bit.
famous.
Right.
More famous.
So I'm watching and I'm listening. And you're hearing about this beef, whether it's serious, whether it's real or not. You hearing about this beef between the Good Brother Game and
my man
Meek Mill.
Yeah.
And then I'm saying, like when I set it up earlier, where they've taken hip hop out of context. Battling was turned into Jonesin' on wax when Mo destroyed Busy Bee. From then on, that was the blueprint. So I get to talk about your shoes? Oh, you got on Pro Kids. I'm rhyming that, right?
Somebody get me in the booth.
Right? You see what I'm saying? So that's when hip hop turned. That's when battle turned this way. And when battle turns that way, battle gets violent. And you can see the high level of tension that led to the deaths of Biggie and Pac. Hit 'em up.
Yeah.
That wasn't no real battle record. Like, that was some other shit. Like, we not rapping no more now, nigga.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I done made these fighting words rhyme.
I done made these fighting words rhyme.
That's
You see, so that's where we are. Now, creatively, that's conflict resolution to black people. You say something about me, I'm going to say something about you, but I'm going to say it in such a way that nobody's paying attention to the skill level. They're paying attention to the insult level.
Punchline. Yep.
Do you see what I'm saying? So now, how do we grab these kids? Now, Nipsey Hussle did the great thing, because at this time in our history, we are required to be together because there's some shit going down. We are required to show some level of solidarity. Now, after Game and Snoop had that big meeting with the police, bruh, we don't need you going after this kid, regardless of what he said, regardless of what he did. If it was a lie, it was a lie. Okay. Sometimes you got to learn how to pass up a battle so you could get better prepared for the war. Dude, we at war. Right? A war for who's going to write our narrative. A war for who's going to set up the future of our lives. Jeff?
Shout out, and I hate to keep heaping it on him, but shout out to Brother Minister Farrakhan. There are not, because that's right now, and rightfully so, when nigga shit get out of hand, the niggas that know, that's who they get on the phone. Because
he
first
done
off,
squashed a gang of
a gang of
battles.
beefs,
A
and
gang of beefs.
you ain't finna come at him. He don't give a damn about it. He got 1,000 bow ties and don't give a shit about you or your set or none of that shit. Okay, so they know they can't come at him foul. The problem is that with the jailhouses and the cemeteries full, the representatives of his position in each home are absent. So there's no there's nobody go whoa that you respect that can put a hand. Nipsey Hussle, shout out to him, and I hope it works. But there's not enough like Chris Webber's daddy. It's a very well-known story. He was tearing his ass in college and wouldn't do what his coach said. His coach got on the phone. Mr. Webber showed up. And Mr. Webber is that dude. I don't give a fuck about none of this. I will knock your ass out in front of everybody. There's not enough of that. That is absent. And we have got to find a way to get back to that place, flying without instruments. Because right now, there's no ultimate. Everybody's standing back going, it's like on the schoolyard. Ooh, it's finna be a fight, except they got guns. Ain't no big principal to come out. Ain't no big security to come out and go, hold up, y'all sit y'all asses over there, y'all sit y'all asses over here. Yeah, I'm being forceful right now, but I'm being forceful out of love. There is no one in that position other than Brother Minister Farrakhan that can be forceful with these cats from a place of love. And that thing has to change for the people coming. Fuck us. Fuck us. We got to, that's basically the strongest thing Dr. King ever said, and he didn't say it out of his mouth. He said it with his actions. Fuck me. It ain't about me. I'm not going to see none of this shit I'm doing. I'm doing this for the people that come behind me. We are not strong enough to sacrifice a generation in our present weakness. But it's coming up. It's coming up. It's this awakening. This, hey, that Jesus shit is some bullshit. It's coming up. It's this, hey, really? This pork shit is some bullshit. Hey, this not spending my money with other people, with my own people, is some bullshit. It's beginning to grow, and we're not going to see. We're going to see a bunch more ignorant shit before it starts making sense. Anybody? Bueller?
Fruit? Look at her. Yeah. Come on in here.
I was just agreeing what he was saying. It was that I think we have lost our natural order as well as what men and women are supposed to be doing. And when it becomes to the point that people like just live your life and nobody's caring about what men and women are supposed to be doing, that's where the downfall comes. And
well, what's the natural order? I can smoke a bag of that.
Go on, pretty sister. Go ahead.
I think like the natural order is, the men are at the top. The women are supposed to support the men, and if it stays like that, then like when the man falls out of line, the woman's there to catch him, and then that's how they show their son, and then that's how they show their daughters, and then it continues to be that way, and you continue to build people with morals and values. But now it comes to the point that, oh, this is how he feels, let him live his life, and then the world starts going all over the place, and then more men start doing what women are doing, and more women start doing what men are doing.
She's on
She
some
all
shit.
over it.
She's on some shit. Watch this.
I wrote a poem that.
Watch this, and I'm gonna let you hit that poem hard. Watch this. Have you ever, on one of the wrap-up shows on VH1 or Oxygen or whatever, seen conflict resolution in play from one of these hip-hop
Ratchet
wives
show.
or whatever? Have you ever seen real change happen?
No, that shit hits the cutting room floor even if it exists. We're not making that show.
Now, watch this. Now, watch this.
We're not making that show.
Right.
You trying to show these niggas are civilized? Get the fuck out of here. You're fired for even thinking that.
Right.
Clean your life.
So my whole point, coming back to what she's saying, it goes back to the Shaq point. Shaq, it's your business to reconcile with your biological. It's not our business. But we love you, and you're a star in everybody's heart. So if they could see the love that your stepfather gave you, if they could see the love, right, that he, and the wisdom and the knowledge and the discipline that he gave us, fine, that's dope. But let me tell you what kids see most of the time. They see open-ended, unresolved conflict in their homes. So with a person as big as you are, literally and figuratively, as big as you are, Shaq,
bigger than life.
Imagine the service you would be doing if you showed the reconciliation with your dad. You would then give a blueprint to the community because somebody would at least be inspired by it.
That's one of the keys, bro. I don't.
Somebody would be like,
Oh,
what?
Let me do that.
LeBron too.
Oh, yeah.
Man, y'all fix that?
Y'all go find the daddy you mad at?
Go find the daddy you mad at.
Go find the daddy you mad at.
And listen, reconciliation don't mean y'all motherfuckers gotta be best friends.
Nope. Yeah. Nope.
Listen, let me tell you something about the purpose of relationship. If the person you with does not illuminate your path to understanding,
Come on.
not
Come on.
understanding them, understanding period, then that ain't the person to be with.
Wow.
If
the fuck was you when I got married the first time, you asshole?
You gonna blame me for the? Okay.
Yes, yes, ass. I'd have heard that shit.
But I'm just saying,
Well,
like
a couple of my kids would disappear, but that's not the point.
Let's go even deeper. Let's go even deeper. In the Hindu religion, we talk about this. That Sanskrit word Siva. It's part of my religion to serve. Why? Because I see God in every scenario, in every situation, in every person, everything. So I've got to serve. Imagine what kind of service you would do for us, Shaq. It's one thing to say, I own a franchise, and I've given you a job. Well, I can pay for the shoes and the drawers and the deodorant. I'm good. But I still walk around with this hole in my heart that could have been resolved if I saw you do it. You telling me these kids don't mimic these dudes? Rappers, athletes, entertainers?
Come on, bro.
You telling me they don't mimic everything? If they get the whip, I gotta get the whip. If they got the chain, I gotta get the chain. Do you understand? Imagine what kind of healing process could happen if somebody just sees you hug your father and say, it's all good, man. Because with him, could you have your stepfather's discipline? If he was there, would you be Shaquille?
But Shaq's forgiveness was not unconditional. He said it. He was like, if my stepdad was still alive, I don't think I would have reconciled with my real dad.
But do you see the hole in that?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
This is about estrangement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see the hole in that?
Yep.
Yeah, well.
So if that hole exists in you, you gonna give it to your kids too.
Yeah,
Whether you think you consciously or unconsciously, they get it too.
the holes, man, I'm trying to say this without crying. The holes that are in your lineage stay open until someone closes them. Whatever.
Whatsoever, I say.
Whatever your ancestors was going through, laying in their own and each other's waste, that has not been resolved, trust that you are carrying that shit with you. And trust that the strongest parts of it are not what come out your mouth, but what's playing in your fucking head. The strongest parts of it. The strongest, when you look back at your past, when I look back at my past, there are certain things about growing up as a child that I despise. But if I do not, those things that I do not actively take a part in controlling, I can look up and in 30 days, they are active in my house. They're active because I have to, some of them closed doors don't want to be closed. You got to hold them doors closed, you stupid. And you got to have strong people around you. You got to surround yourself with the kind of cats that you can call and go, Zoe, bruh, come on, bruh, you know the shit we've been talking about, man. I got this thing I'm doing, but I don't want to do this thing, but bruh, I got to have some iron to sharpen my iron against in order to be strong enough to hold this demon behind this cage in this head.
Here we go. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, the final thoughts. So what mornings is crazy. If your life ain't better after this, you just
go back to sleep.
Yeah, call God and tell him to start over.
If you let me, I'll post with the Klingons and smoke with the Trekkies, marinate with the Martians, inject the core. Through telepathy, I teleport to Ecuador. I'm in the Milky Way, my nigga, just reflecting on time and space.
Jason Stewart here for Zinna TV. On the show Absolutely Jason Stewart every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Big guests, everyone from the gayest to gay to the straightest to straight. David, what was his name?
He's absolutely Jason, he's absolutely gay, he'll absolutely brighten up.
If the fish swam out of the ocean and grew legs and they started walking, and the apes climbed down from the
When you dab sweat over your leg.
Little bit of the dab, yeah. Little bit of the dab.
I've never even heard of a dab dance.
Biggest thing I love about dabs is that most of them are 90% THC.
Marijuana product that's all goopy and you put it on a little glass stick.
Heat your thing up just till it turn orange, and then you just breathe until you can't breathe no more, and then it's a wrap. You done dabbed on them, you know? Get high as fuck, man.
I like dabs.
Dabberoonie and...
Whoa!
I like that.
So, really quickly, you guys already know that I'm writing the follow-up to the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. The follow-up to that book is The Holographic Relationship, a deeper look at the relationship between consciousness, God, and intimacy. The reason why I'm writing this book is because a lot of times we lack social tools in our family because children are a reflection of the family and the household they come from. And we also lack spiritual tools. So see social tools and spiritual tools as the scales of Libra. You need the social tools to make it in the society in which you grow up. And you need the spiritual tools to balance your ego so you'll understand that going up in society is an illusion. And the real meaning in your life comes from your relationships and the quality of them, right? You can have a house full of trophies and still be emptied in a motherfucker. You have a house full of certificates and acknowledgments and still be empty than a motherfucker. So the spiritual tools are there to say, and this is all fine and dandy, but what really means something is your relationship with those that love you and those whom you love, right? Watch this. I'm working on this book, The Holographic Relationship. And I'm taking concepts from quantum physics, M theory, philosophy, religion, sociology, and I'm bringing it all together and forming a relationship book that's based on everything that's in our reality. Now watch. Scientists are afraid to say that God is real, but they're close. They're close. A couple of things called cosmological constants. It's about 12 of them. And the motherfuckers are so precise that if shit was off just a little bit on any one of those 10 or 12 cosmological constants, we couldn't exist. If the Big Bang happened any faster, the electron and chemistry wouldn't have developed. That means we couldn't exist. If it happened any slower, shit would have been too heavy, stars couldn't have formed, we couldn't exist. Shit happened precisely the way it was supposed to. I like to say POTA. It was POTA happen this way, and it happened that way. That's what it was POTA do, right? So watch this, because this is what I hate. I hate a hypocrite, right? Don't be ambivalent when it's comfortable. Ambivalent and ambiguous. Well, spirit says, I'll just wait on spirit. But when you get hurt, you hella direct, right? You hella, well, I can't handle this no more. Let me tell you something about the universe. I was talking about this yesterday when we were writing the book. And I said, fate and free will are part of the same coin. They're two sides of the same coin. See, a lot of times white folk get into the stats. Well, if this happens to him in his household when he's young, his trajectory will lead him here because the stats say. But the part that you're missing is that the spirit in the person gives him the ability to rewrite the statistic, to rewrite the outcome. But he got to be connected to the spirit in order to become the author of his narrative. Otherwise, he is subject to what happened in the house. Right? See, then we talking about estrangement, right? We use estrangement because we don't have no other tools. Shit is uncomfortable? Get out. It's really that simple. Shit don't make no sense? I'm out. Do you understand? And that's why the relationships are fragmented. If the scientists, the theoretical physicists can say, wait a minute, the universe is fine-tuned. There must be a fine-tuner. Then how can you say the experiences you went through aren't good for you? regardless of how detrimental or hurtful you perceive them to be. You live in a universe that's based off of your observation. You live in a universe that when you observe a thing, your central nervous system creates a reality around it. Confirmation bias. I'm only taking in the information that means something to me. Based off of how I was raised, this what means something to me. Today. Now, central nervous system is on autopilot, right? That central nervous system is on autopilot. Until you get into that mainframe and hack it. Where the fuck did this belief come from? Motherfucker, let me unscrew this bullshit right here. This one here? I got this one from a crazy motherfucker in the family somewhere. It was you, mama, but I ain't gonna tell you. Do you understand? Until you go in and say, why does this matter to me? Why is this my preferred methodology of conflict resolution? You're not going to be able to undo what was done. Now, I'm going to really fuck you up. What was done on purpose so you could undo it, so you could exercise your free will to write the reality you want to live in. But until you challenge what was done, why are you here? What is your purpose in my life? Where did I pick you up from? I don't want to hear no hypocritical shit. Like, our kid chose us and this experience. And when it get bad, you start blaming. Because if he chose this experience, then this is the experience he's supposed to have. This is the experience he's supposed to unravel. You can't be Shaq with your real dad. Your stepdad made Shaq. So you love him for that, but then you also love your father for not being there. Yeah, that's big, ain't it? Nobody want to do that shit, huh? That's just like, I tell people this all the time. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Let's use it as a metaphor. First off, can you imagine God loving the world so much that you can kill my son for them? Ain't a Christian in this motherfucker that'll give up one of their kids right now to save all us. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. No. This is my, hold on. But I'm gonna come back to give you the metaphor of that story. It's a metaphor. You can't have unconditional love without sacrifice. Wow. That's the metaphor of John 3:16. There's no love without sacrifice. What are you sacrificing? Not your things, not your wallet. You're sacrificing your ego. You're sacrificing your fear. This is why it's comfortable to estrange somebody. There's no understanding in estrangement. I ain't got to deal with this shit no more. Let me just ghost the family member. Ghost you right up on out. But I will say this. You can love from afar. You can forgive from afar. Forgiveness, like the Sister Fruit said earlier today, is not for the person you're forgiven, and it's not for you. It's for you. It's not for them. I always say you got diet forgiveness when you're holding your forgiveness contingent upon somebody changing. That's what kind of investment brokering are you doing? This ain't, what kind of shit is that? Right. Forgiveness don't work like that. Forgiveness is about getting it off your spirit, getting it out of your energy. I forgive you, I love you, I release you, I got love for you, I wish the best for you. It ain't for it. Now, if you change, I will forgive you. Will you get your broken, weak ass out of here? I need to be away from you anyway. A lot of people don't like Mahatma Gandhi because of his racial shit, but he did say something that was quite profound. Forgiveness is for the strong. Unforgiveness is for the weak. Give your son up for everybody if you really love. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do it. And because we don't have the spiritual toolbox to counterbalance the social toolbox, the social rules dominate how we adjudicate infractions in our family. It's unfortunate, but that's where we are today. And that's the average family. You put black, African American on top of it, when as a whole, there's no solidarity in our community to begin with. You talking about dysfunction at a high level. We need the holographic relationship book to give us some new tools that can counterbalance those social tools. Listen, I'm Zoe Williams, and that's my final thought. I could keep going, but I'll stop right now. What I want to do now is go around the table and get everybody's information so they can promote what it is that they do. Let's start with Fruit. You were such a beautiful spirit added to the show. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
And she pretty.
So, what I'm going to give social media and then?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my social media is Queen Fruit on Instagram. Twitter is The Queen Fruit.
Word.
I'm a poet. I'm also working with Wealthy Minds, and that's what I do. Can I spit a poem real quick?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Smack us in the dome. It's got to be short, though.
Yeah, it is. It's like a minute.
Okay.
It's like a minute. This one's called Under Construction, since we're talking about people.
Ooh.
And, what we're supposed to be doing. It's like, let's build some people. A calm sea never made a skilled sailor. Our suits are not cut from a different cloth. I just went and got mine tailored. Majority of y'all gonna be uncomfortable for what I'm about to say, but it's all out of love and respect to the one that made us. Now it's easier for you to be a woman when you have the responsibility of a man. You're not required to be the silverback of the pride, because we don't expect you to follow out the plans. And I'm not downing my sweet brothers, but we all have a role to play. It's the lazy way for you to object the stance of an alpha male and let your hips sway. I say, now let's build some people. We as women are supposed to be the sweet baby back ribs to our counterparts, but we in competition so much we started taking on their roles, started aiming at their goals, and left them hanging so no one is there to correct them when they being too tender. Yes, our men are supposed to be able to feel, but not to the point that they want to switch genders. It's too many guys out here getting offended when the queen do an evaluation. Who you sleep with is your bosses, but still set an example for our nation. It's in need of a construction crew. If men keep doing what women do and women keep doing what men do, then the whole world is screwed. Now, what did I say? Let's build some people. That's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that on some velvet and put it on the wall.
Hot monkey lava. How? Yo, hey, billionaire. Tell us, man, where everybody can follow you.
Hey, at Billionaire PA, don't follow me, man. Lead with me, man. We got enough followers. At Billionaire PA on Instagram, man, and website wealthymindesonline.com. Stay positive, have a wealthy day, and follow a real God that stands for something.
Kevin.
Yep. Dragon Moors, please go ahead and grab those shirts. And also, if you are tired of being a crayon color, status classes are already going.
Here we go.
That's right. Black is some bullshit. So status classes are Wednesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. So go ahead and sign up for those and get out of the system, or actually just learn how to recontract with the system so that you're leading and not being led.
Jeff Brown.
Tired of being a crayon color. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna do something. Man, the book is coming. I'm getting my head out of my ass with Jeff's Brownies.
Is that why your neck stink?
That's why my neck stink. My neck smell like shit. 'Cause my head is in my ass.
Whoa.
Next Wednesday, French Quarter in Bellflower. The show is going down. Comedy show. Very, very funny. Come out, support. Jeff Breeze Music. Go look me up on SoundCloud. You need some beats, add it to the background of your life. Some music with some fucking music in it. Hook me up.
I love to stick it right here. Is your shit still down at the?
No, we moved. We're
in Bellflower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come through there.
Dude, it's a beast. It's much nicer.
Is it?
It's always packed. Shout out to Lil Easy. Lil Easy's son came through last week. Good brother. Very good brother.
Yeah, young Marcus Graham. Follow me at BEZ0920 on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh, I didn't get a website. Real Nagas is the place you can go get those status classes. REELNAGAS, realnagas.com.
And listen, we need you guys to continue to support the movement. Of course, I have T-shirts. I only have a few. I only have 4 dozen from extra large to triple extra large. We have 2 designs, the ZOWHAT shirts. Please continue to support. Go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Again, there's only 170 copies of the physical copies that I have in my hand. You can get these at IamZoWilliams.com. Or if you on the digital side of the game, you can go to iTunes, Kindle. You know, if you high tech, you want to read the book on your iPhone watch.
On something that can crash.
Right. You want a physical copy, you get it here, IamZoWilliams.com. Also, pull up that GoFundMe page. I'm urging everybody to go support this movement. I'm trying to do our own network. We're going to film and produce our own. We're going to turn this into a television show. Pull it up for me real quick. Go, Thor, open the Bifrost. Okay. All right. So go to GoFundMe and type in the birth of the VOR radio network. We need your support ASAP. All right, everybody. I thank you guys for tuning in to The Voice of Reason. Next week's show is going to be even crazier. Oh, my God. I can't even tell y'all what we got planned for that. But it's going to be nuts. Mondays on Zena.tv. Mondays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the ZOWHAT Morning Show. We appreciate you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Holla!
Peace!
I like that.